Hi, this is the monthly reading for Gemini for April. Hopefully it resonates. If it does, hit me a like, hit me subscribe. Also feel free to leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate that. But if not, here we go. Let's see what we got. So let me shuffle one more time. All right. Geminis, this month, it seems as if we are getting over almost a loss of some sort. Someone, you lost something last month, whether it was someone who took it from you, you've been either betrayed, or you feel like the universe has been unfair with you a little bit and hasn't technically given you what you wanted in your investment. You've invested fully in something right here with the Hierophant. You've invested fully in something, and you were hoping that it would be beneficial, but with the turn of events, of course, probably the Mercury retrograde, it didn't exactly pan out the way you expected it to. But keep your head held high, Gemini, because things are coming back into spin for your favor. Right now with the new moon in Aries, it's going to be affecting pretty much all of us. A great time for new beginnings, to ignite, to start. It seems as if you're still holding out hope for this project to go through, or for something to come back around to make it worth your while again. And I have the Nine of Cups, my wish card, or not my wish card, the wish card, coming up and letting you know that all of that effort and all of that work that you've put behind all of this, it wasn't for naught. It wasn't in vain. It was just kind of postponed. It was put on hold. You haven't lost out on anything. It's just as important for you to, right here with the Seven of Cups, it's necessary for when you are going through these moments and you're pushing yourself, that you don't exhaust yourself. Because notice right here, you got a donkey almost dying in the background. I'm just kidding. I mean, not kidding, but the card, it shows exhaustion. Don't overwork yourself. Don't push yourself to the point where you're going to break again, and things won't pan out the same way, because you can't go from one side to the other, from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. You need to take it as a slow burn, a slow rise, because that's how crops are even harvested. Honestly, you have to seed them, water them, hoe them, everything, and then boom, that's when your plants start growing. Then you have to talk to them, love them. You get what I'm talking about. It's a process, so keep that in mind. You don't want to hold yourself to such a high standard. It's almost impossible to reach your standard when you get to this point, because it's almost a necessity to make this happen. But trust in the universe, trust in your hard work, that right here with the Ten of Pentacles, that it's going to be fruitful. And also the star following that, it's going to be a fruitful venture. You just, maybe you didn't put your money in the right place. Maybe you didn't put your foot in the right place. Keeping options open is key, because also with the Seven of Cups, that means more opportunities coming your way, and it's keep it objective, you know what I mean? Just because all this opportunity is coming your way and so many doors are opening doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take all of those options. It's important to prioritize, to level in your head exactly where you want to be, but to keep it realistic, because you don't want to go into this naively and just head first without really seeing where you're jumping, because it could be that pool that you're jumping into is completely empty. There are repairs, you know what I mean? So without falling headfirst into an empty pool, make sure that you're looking where you're going, because you'll run straight into a wall, you know, head-on collision if you just follow yourself blindly. It's necessary to always have a plan, to step by step. You can't just walk into something thinking it's going to pan out. There has to be rhyme or reason and logic behind it, thought process. Your month is going to get better as we come out of number one, the retrograde, and as we step into the new moon of Aries. So like I said, as you ignite and start these projects, make sure that the intention behind them is clear, because that intention is what is going into them as you go forward and will be set forth in that project from that moment. So as we put our energy into things, make sure that you're going in for the right reasons, because sometimes we attract what we don't necessarily want because of our intentions aren't necessarily clear. I know that that's very vague, but what I mean is, it's like when you're cooking an egg, you break the egg. You had the intention of breaking that egg to cook that egg. You understand what I'm saying? It's all with intention, with purpose. You're not just going to crack the egg to throw away the raw egg. No, you have purpose in what you're doing. You're cooking it to make your delicious breakfast. But you understand what I'm saying? So when you have a clear mind into why you're doing things, the universe responds in such a better way, because it allows for those pathways to be freed up a little bit. You understand what I mean? Because then your guides aren't just all over the place trying to figure out what you want. No, you yourself are so clear-headed and so direct that the universe follows suit. So keep that in mind as you go forward in your month, and then we'll revisit this in about the mid-April. All right? So I'll see you soon.